In the beginning of the movie, we see a trio of school students, Shun, Amaya, and Ichika. We also hear a strange voice in the background that complains to God about the boring life. In the following scene, we see Shun with his friends in the classroom where a strange doll called Daruma forces everyone to play a game with it. The game is Daruma Sanga Karanda. The doll has only a weird head placing in front of the students. It turns around after it sings, and if he finds someone is moving, he kills the person and turns the body into red marbles. The remaining students are worried as they are fully unaware about the game rules and might end up joining their dead friends. The doll starts killing the students one by one. 2 students try to open the door, but all doors are locked. The doll see them moving and kill them instantly. Suddenly a student asks everyone to look at the message at the back of the doll. It says the game will be end if they press the button behind the doll. A boy runs to press it, but the doll catches him and kills him. Shun notices that there is a timer on the back and realizes they don't have much time left. Several students risk their lives to press the button, but they failed and killed by the doll. At last, only 2 students are left as all other have turned into marble. The boy comes up with an idea and asks Shun to use his back to jump over the dead bodies as the floor has become too slippery because of marble. He asks him to press the button before timeout. Shun follows his instructions and ends the game by pressing its back. As the duo is celebrating, the doll revives and kills the second boy by declaring Shun the only winner of the game. Then the scene changes to the past when he is living a boring life. He is playing video games and watching TV for hours. After that we see him walking with his friend who suggests him to ask Ichika out for a date. She is another student in his school and loves to play video games like him. But Shun tells his friend that he does not feel for her and sees her only as a good friend. Then they head to the classroom and meet a student being beaten up by school bullies. Inside the class, Shun tries to sleep but a loud sound wakes him up. Suddenly the teacher's head explodes and the strange doll enters. The events of the beginning of the movie continue from this scene. Shun prays to God to return him his boring life. The doll tells him that he is a mouse and a cat is waiting for him in the next game. Just then Ichika approaches him and gets scared to see the deadly situation. Shun asks her if she knows what is happening, but she says she is also confused about the strange events. Then they try to call the police but get no signal. They decide to leave the school but all the exits are closed. They run towards the basketball area where they find some students in mouse costumes. They look at the floor and notice the words fit the cat's bell for the end. Then the school president orders them to wear the costumes. Just then the floor opens up and a giant cat appears. The big cat starts attacking the students one by one, which scares everyone. Shun sees the ball-like bell with a timer on it. He quickly informs others that they have to pass the bell through the basket on the cat's neck to end the game. One of them, who is already a good basketball player, decides to shoot the bell, but the cat catches it and throws it back on him, killing him at once. Shun understands that the cat is killing only those who are wearing the mouse costumes. He asks everyone to take off the costumes. For some times, the cat remains calm, but as the students start celebrating, the cat kills another one. Everyone starts screaming and running in fear. Suddenly Ichika falls on the floor during the haste and the cat approaches to kill her. But Shun immediately put on the mouse costume and tries to distract the cat. He finds that wearing that dress he is able to hear the cat's voice. After that, the cat requests everyone to scratch its back so that she could sleep for some time. Shun jumps on its back and starts scratching it. He tells others to do the same and the cat falls asleep. Just then Shun takes the bell and runs to throw it over the hoop. But the others stop him as they think that the one who scores will be the winner and they will surely die. They all start fighting with each other. Suddenly the cat wakes up and attacks on the students with her sharp claws. Shun makes a plan to fool the cat. He grabs Ichika inside and conceals the bell in a basketball to deceive the cat. As they throw the ball, the bell bounces on the ring. But Amaya manages to score the shot and end the game. Then the cat declares only Shun, Ichika, and Amaya can live. Shun asks about the other's life, but before he gets an answer, Amaya kills the remaining one by one. He announces only the strongest will survive, and that is a God's decision. He comes to Shun and tells him that they are the same, as they have what it takes to survive. But Ichika disagrees with him and declares Shun is more stronger and smarter than Amaya. Hearing this, he gets angry and tries to kill her. Just then the cat shoots a strange gas on them and knocks them all out. In the following scene, the media is covering the incidents happening around the schools as a terrorist attack. Another news channel shows large cubes flying above the cities and mentions the defense against it. The police is confused about the existence of the strange things. The media also reports that the survivors of the incidents are God's children, as they are able to survive most scary and deadly situation. The experts declares that the incidents are alien invasion on the earth. Following this, we are shown a homeless man who sets the radio with his one touch. In the next scene, Shun wakes up in one of the cubes. He finds his childhood friend Takumi with another girl, Tiara. He also meets an intelligent and arrogant student, Tauka. Shun feels disappointed in finding himself playing the death game again. He tries to escape, but all doors are locked. Tauka tells him that he can only escape the place by winning it. He brags about his intelligence and announces he knows how to end it. Just then a screen appears and informs them that they have to find the keys to escape. Suddenly, 4 strange wooden dolls enter the room. They explains the rules of the game and introduce themselves one by one. They say that everyone will be blindfolded and the dolls will surround them singing different songs. When the song stops, the participant will have to guess which of the 4 wooden doll is behind them in 10 seconds. If they fail to guess correctly, they will be killed at once. However, if they give the right answer, the doll will explode and provide the answer key that will open the doors. Then they will be taken to the next level. The game has started and Tauka goes first. After him, Tiara decides to go next, but they both fail to guess the doll and killed by them. Then they approach Takumi, but Shun decides to go ahead. With the help of his intelligence, he wins the game by realizing a difference between their voices. He grabs his phone and shows that he had recorded their speaking when Tiara was playing. After the game ends, the dolls explode and reveals the key to escape. He grabs the keys and leaves the room with Takumi. There they find a man being chased by a strange angry doll. The man requests them to hold his hand to save his life. He says that the doll can't kill those who hold hands as friends. They decide to help him and the doll leaves him, saying that he is jealous of their strong friendship. Shun looks at Takumi's necklace and goes into a flashback. He remembers her trying to commit suicide from a building. She notices Shun breaking some cups and glasses to release his anger. Shun asks her to do the same. She also starts breaking the crockery, which makes her feel better. Now in present, she is wearing the same cup handle that he had given her. Suddenly they hear a girl scream from the other side. They follow the voice and finds Ichika is being chased by the same weird doll. Shun jumps to hold her hand and saves her immediately. After that, a wall breaks and reveals a big doll's face with 7 of the key entries. Shun and his friends reach the place where 2 participants are already waiting. They count the keys and find that 3 of them are missing. Suddenly Amaya comes there with remaining keys and kills his partners, as only the 7 participants are able to qualify for the next level. When all of the 7 locks are unlocked, the doll announces them as the winners and it moves backward into the wall, creating a passage-like structure. Then a strange voice orders them to follow the passage by wearing the given costumes. This scene reveals that all these games are streamed live all over the country. In the next game, the contestants find themselves inside a frozen room. Suddenly a big polar bear enters there and introduces himself. He announces that he hates liars and black-hearted persons. In the game, the participants have only one job to do. The job is speaking the truth, and who fails will meet the death. The game starts and he asks everyone about their favorite food. When they answer the question, the bear doubts at someone. He gives the contestants only 2 minutes to find the liar. At first they all defend their answers, but later they point at the guy who said parsley. The bear instantly kills him and proceeds for the next question. He asks if they like Shun, and those who knows about him including Takumi answer yes and the others says no. The bear says someone is still lying and again suggests the remaining to name the liar. All of them points at Takumi as she was out of contact with him for a long time. Shun tries to save her, but the bear kills her brutally. Devastated by her death, he screams that the liar and the traitor among them is none other than the bear himself. Suddenly the bear sheds his white color and reveals his true self, that is black. As all the liars are found, the game is officially ended. Now the contestants are taken to the last game. The remaining are teleported to a temple place. After the door opens, 3 dolls welcome them and celebrate their victory for the previous performance. The dolls introduce themselves as intelligence, fitness and imagination. They explain the last game as kick the tin can for the end. One of the contestants will be the demon and the others will be the victim. Until the demon puts the can to the designated place, the victims will get their time to hide. The demon job is to find all the victims. He will have to name them after seeing their faces. Then he will imprison them inside the cells. If he will catch them all and kick the can, he will be declared as the winner. However, if a victim manages to kick the can, the others will be declared the winners. But the contestant who kicks the can will die as the can explodes. The dolls reveal the 5 sticks, with the red one belongs to the demon. Amaya grabs the red stick and places the can on the ground. Then he starts searching for the others. 2 participants are easily found. Ichika sacrifices herself in order to distract him while Shun escapes. After catching Ichika, he announces that he doesn't need to find Shun to end the game. Ignoring Ichika's advice to hide, Shun comes out wearing a strange armored suit. He tells Amaya that it is impossible for him to get caught as his face is fully covered up. He finds this ridiculous and easily takes off his helmet. As he proceeds to kick the can, he realizes that Shun had attached an iron chain to his body. Shun dives into the water and starts dragging him on the ground. As he struggles to pull Shun out of the water, Amaya sees Shun had removed his suit and is slowly proceeding towards the can. Suddenly Amaya manages to free himself and runs towards the can. But Shun kicks the can first before him. They get ready for the explosion, but nothing happens. The game has finally ended and the dolls declare everyone as winner except Amaya. They also reveal that the explosion was just a lie to make the game more interesting. Furious, Amaya grabs the doll and says that he is not going to die as he was chosen by the god. The dolls laugh and reveal that no one was supposed to die in the game. The winners are congratulated with fireworks in the sky. The dolls also provide ice creams to celebrate their success. Meanwhile, Shun asks Ichika for a date and also expresses his feelings for her. She happily agrees and accepts his proposal. When the ice cream melt down, they find something written on the sticks. The dolls reveal that despite winning the deadly games, they need luck to live. Shun and Amaya notice the words "you live" at the sticks, while the other three, including Ichika, find "you die." Just then a doll kills the losers as Shun watches in horror while Ichika disappears into thin air. Later, Shun and Amaya free from the cube and cheered by a large crowd. They are announced as God's children. Amaya feels excited while Shun gets devastated with Ichika's death. He says there is no God after all his loss. One of the dolls corrects him, saying the God does exist. Here the movie ends, revealing the homeless man from before is God himself. Make sure you have subscribed and turn on all notifications, so you can watch more movies like this.